name's Matt, Captain Matt, and this is Goldeneye 007. So, Goldeneye. Where do I even start? This was one of the seminal classics on the N64. This was the first-person shooter which defined a generation, not just having an awesome single-player experience, but of course in the 4-player split-screen multiplayer experience as well. I can't tell you how many hours myself and my friends spent after school playing Goldeneye in multiplayer. Proximity mines, golden gun, throwing knives, slappers only. These are, if you're familiar with this game, these are all words which are going to trigger ripples of nostalgia right through you. So I thought today I would play through a bit of the single player game and see just how rusty I am at this. Trying to recapture some of that magic. I've also recently invested in an S-video cable for my N64, so I can now run it through the Framemeister with a higher visual quality. So if you watch my first video, my playthrough of Lilac Wars, that was done through Composite, and although it looks a lot better through the Framemeister, try to say that 3 times fast, than through a regular TV, it can still look better. So hopefully with S-Video, we'll be getting a far better visual experience watching this. So let's get into it. So I'm thinking agent difficulty is very easy. That means I can probably clear more stages quickly. But let's start with agent. If I'm finding it too easy, then I'll ramp it up to secret agent for later levels. I mean, you'll see I've played through this before. Or I could just start a new file, couldn't I? That's what I'm going to do, actually. Why not? There you go. Now that's more like it. New file. We'll start it at agent and we'll go from there. I'm not going to talk too much here. Let's get my full screen view going. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I've got this running upscaled to 1080p through the Framemeister. I still think it could look better, but really what you have here, you still have sharp pixels, you have excellent image clarity. The only way it's going to look better is to find a way of bypassing the natural anti-aliasing that the N64 hardware does. So the N64 does, rather uniquely, smooth and blur, what we're doing here, all of the edges of its graphics using a hardware process. And that was quite unique. And it's very hard to switch off, but there are some internal mods which do this. So I'm already in the process of ordering parts to mod my N64 with an RGB board. So I'm going to be able to output an RGB. It won't be a massive step up in clarity from what you're seeing now, but what you'll be able to do with that board, what I'll be able to do with that board I should say, it will be to turn off the hardware anti-aliasing and hopefully provide a clear image. I still think when you compare company, when you compare how this looks to just a normal TV, it's a massive step up. Let's see. I've played this stage so many times I could perhaps do it in my sleep. I'm starting to think maybe Secret Agent would be a better idea. So I think maybe for the facility, if it lets us choose, between missions, we'll try it on the next difficulty up, so a bit more of a challenge. Although it's quite nice just be able to kick back and relax and just play through it sort of cinematically. I do love the KF7. Of course, when they were developing Goldeneye, they originally wanted to have all of the real-world names for the weapons in the game, but of course they were worried about copyright, so they had to give everything fake names. So the the KF7 Soviet is actually a short stock version of the AK-74. I'm not that much of a gun nut, so I couldn't tell you exactly what model it was, but it was a folding stock version of the AK-74, which they used in the movie. So it's basically like the game's own brand version of that. But I like it. It's noisy as hell. It isn't subtle. Then again, neither am I. But it does provide a nice burst fire. When you just tap the trigger, you'll fire 3 rounds, and that can be useful for putting down most targets. But also, if you want to just saturate an area with fire, then of course you can hold the trigger down and fire full auto. And when you're aiming like that, you get a bit of zoom, so you can aim more carefully, and of course you get the single shot mode as well. I'm actually going to go inside the dam. I know in Agent difficulty, you don't have to do anything inside the dam, but I feel like going in there anyway. So here we go. So you're recently aware that they remade this game on the Wii, and then they then remastered that for the PS3. And I was watching some footage on YouTube earlier, and it looks really good actually. It had they've modelled it on Daniel Craig, which is a very cool choice, seeing that he's, of course, the current actor playing James Bond. So a reimagined version of this game with Daniel Craig himself and Judi Dench as M. I think that's brilliant, so I think you can expect me to break out the PS3 at some point and maybe do a playthrough of that. It's quite interesting. Before I played this game, I wasn't really a James Bond fan. It's surprising. But I never really watched any of the Bond movies. But Goldeneye was my first proper sort of sit down and watch of a James Bond film. I really enjoyed it, not just because of this game, but personally, I think Goldeneye is a brilliant film. I think it was one of Brosnan's best movies as James Bond. But I went back and watched sort of more of the older films, and of course the question many people would ask is, well, who's your favourite Bond? Well, Dalton. Timothy Dalton I thought was brilliant as James Bond. He had that kind of darker edge, which I think suits the character. So I'd say Dalton, followed by Craig, followed by Brosnan for me. I'm not a fan of that kind of very campy take on Bond, which Roger Moore had. I know that's heresy to many of you. Well, you know, this is my opinion. I just didn't like Roger Moore very much. And Connery, you know, I know he's the classic, he's the OG. But again, I'm not much of a Connery fan either. That's cool. Yeah, people like who and what they like. That's there's no right or wrong answer. Now, this is the room where I know you have to upload data once you've installed the modem. So if I come back and do the stage on Secret Agent or Double Agent level, there's more to do down here. I just wanted to go down here and shoot up some targets to make some interesting footage. Again, I've not actually sat down and played Goldeneye for a long time, so it's nice just to be able to relax into it with the easier difficulty before ramping it up. Okay, I think our work is done. So let's get off this dam and trigger the cutscene. Apparently the stuntman who did this in the movie, passed out for a few seconds whilst he was diving off of the dam. So that's quite cool piece of trivia I found out recently. And there he goes. Swan dive. Cool. So that was very easy. So that's how we did. 6 minutes, 55. KS7 Soviet was up in a choice there. It's not giving us the choice to switch difficulties, so we'll count as Asian for now. There's no reason why I can't come back and do this later in another video at a harder difficulty. And maybe by then I'll have the RGB mod installed, so it'll look even better than this. Beg your pardon. Forgot to knock. Reset the camera. I really like this stage because you can, for most of it, sort of sneak around with the silenced PPK. PP7. I know it's called PP7 in this game, but it is meant to be James Bond's signature, well, for PPK. It just had to change its name for the same reasons as the KS7 Soviet. We get in trouble with the copyrights. So I'll be referring to it as the PPK. What the PPK? 7.65mm. Only 3 men I know use such a gun. I believe I've killed 2 of them. Lucky me. Thanks, Hagrid. That's true. Body armor. Stick with the PPK for now. I love the attention to detail in these scenes. Oh, hello. Now it's getting real. So yeah, the AI of the guards in this game, although it is questionable sometimes, is smart enough that if you use a louder gun, whoa! If you use a louder gun like the AK-74, then you will get more grief from them. That's okay. As long as you watch your back, you're fine. And, oh! Hello! Goodbye. As long as you watch your back and you play it fairly cautiously, you'll be fine. You do get more guards jumping on you when you're using a louder gun like this. Let's switch back to the... Oh, hello! Don't need the mines yet. Where's my PPK? There it is. Dead. Dead. You think the gunfire... Well, it actually does summon more guards. Here, I think. Well, that's just really, really, really rare. A lot of these guys just block their own equipment. Nothing wearing body armor. I'm not sure how much a Kevlar vest would protect against a 7.62 round, seeing that it can put a hole right through you and leave an exit wound the size of a dinner plate, based on what I've heard on the subject. But it's video game logic, so I imagine that James Bond is protected by more than just Kevlar. I am, of course, referring to the same thing that protects the Enterprise in Star Trek, plot armor. Okay, so far so good. Gained access to the lab area. We haven't killed any scientists yet. Oh. Good thing that these Russian guards are about as accurate as stormtroopers when they shoot you. Again, it's agent mode, so if I was playing double agent, they would be putting holes in me. Where's Dr. Doak? That's not him. He's speaking to me from a higher plane of existence. I cannot see him anywhere. Cool. I don't know where you are. You're gone. You run away. Either way. Being playing agent mode here, we don't need Dr. Doak. We just need to get down to the bottling room. Is he in here? No. And meet with Sean Bean. Hey Sean! Loved you in Equilibrium. Let's get some distance before I blow these guys up. Let's actually let the cutscene play out as well. Problem is, if you shoot the guards in the cutscene, you actually, for some reason, mess it up, so I can't fire back. Hello, Sean. Goodbye, Sean. Right. To the bit where they all come flooding in, and then they'll do the whole standoff thing. The thing is, you can't do the same thing from the movie, where he uses the trolley with the gas bottles. Let's get in the right position. They will not shoot me. They're filling me with lead. They're filling me with lead. Go, 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 go. Get out. There you go. Okay, so, yep, PP7 weapon of choice there. Fairly good accuracy. Moving on to the runway. Maybe for stealth here, really. Okay, so we've got some hand grenades. KF7. I wonder. Ha! I love how it says that. Like, what are you doing? That way lies death. Okay, here we go. Thank you for the bullets. And some grenade. Use those. Yeah. I love how in this game everything bloody explodes when you shoot it. Even the filing cabinet explodes when you shoot it. Right, now getting down the runway. There are drone guns down the runway, which can be a bit of a hazardous thing to your health. I do know there's a tank parked around the corner. I am very tempted to go and get that tank. But the tank wasn't in the movie. Neither of the drone guns, frankly. But let's try and keep it reasonably like the film. Can I get in there? Can't get in there. Okay. Well, let's get rid of the drone gun. Let's get rid of him first as well. Incoming! Right. I don't actually think that did anything to the drone guns. So, oh, the bullets are flying everywhere. Right, drone guns down. Clubs. They're awesome. Awesome guns. They're really not. Right, we've got a SAM launcher up there. I forgot we have... Oh, bloody hell. It worked. There's another drone gun shooting from somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Where did that come from? Right. There's the mines. That'll take care of that. I think that's it. There is another drone gun. I can't remember where it is. I can see the bullets. Oh, up there. Okay, cool. There it is now. Hang on! How am I supposed to get to that drone gun without getting shot to pieces? Let's go for it. Get the plane! Get the plane! Quick! I think you need the tank to get that last drone gun. Because there's no way you can get it on foot. I got a cheat! Cool. So, 7i. It's very cold in 7i. On a hot day like this, I think I could do with a holiday to Siberia. I have a sniper rifle? I do have the sniper rifle, so this is actually very good for this stage. It's a massive open space. There's towers as well. You can snipe from. Hang on a minute. What are my objectives again? I wasn't paying any attention on the previous screen. So power down the dish and enter via the ventilation shaft. Fair enough. One of those occasions where I wish I had a better analog stick than the one I have. Oh, great. Nice. Buddy has friends. Yay! Got him. Wasn't a clean kill, but I got him. That's the main thing. So I was using scan lines to try and hide some of the sort of anti-aliasing on the game here, to try and hide some of the sort of hardware sins. I sort of shared some images, videos, sorry, with my friends via Facebook. And they all seem to agree quite unanimously that they preferred this to the scan lines look. Fair enough. I'm not sure. I'm kind of torn. I do think the scan lines do have some merit, but this does give you a really, really clearer image than what you'll see just on your normal TV. But there's the dish. Now, I can't remember where we go to the actual dish building itself. There's nothing in here. We can climb this. What's up? Nothing. Okay. Stay in these trenches for now. Oh, they auto-aim. Found a contact there. Hello. Goodbye. Right. Getting close to the dish. track. There we go. So all we've got to do now to satisfy agent difficulty is to find the ventilation shaft, and then we've completed the missions. So let's find that. Good thing that those doors have a self-closing mechanism. Right, I think it's this way. Nothing here. Okay. Let's get further up. Hello. Security camera. Perfect aim. Didn't miss it once. Some gas canisters. I think that security camera is needed for one of the objectives for the harder difficulties. No help there. I seem to recall somewhere in one of these buildings there's a grenade launcher. Right, it must have been the other fork. So we come back here once we do the harder difficulties. But for now, all we need to do to progress to the next mission is to go this way, I think. This is a fork that goes the other way. You can definitely see that jagged effect on the edges of the polygons when you're at long range, especially with the sort of the snowy background. It's worse on composite because you've got that kind of blurriness as well. If you look at the textures are much clearer. Polygons do have that jaggedness to them. It's actually very similar to what you see on the PlayStation when it's upscaled like this. You would never get this on an emulator. Emulators have got lots of like cheats and things they do with the graphical emulation, which overcomes that sort of thing. But as I said before, you know, emulating is one thing, but playing on the original hardware is the goal. I could emulate this. I've got Mupin and Glupin 64. I can easily emulate these games and get them looking nicer than this. But it wouldn't be the real thing. Down we go. Okay. Cool. Nice and easy. So let's do the first part of the 7IS facility, the bunker. Just trying to be stealthy about this. So, what's my mission objectives again? I'm not paying any attention at all to those other screens. Copy the Goldeneye key and leave the original, and photograph the main video screen. Okay, it's nice and easy. I actually can't remember where the key is. There's a security camera there. Now, of course, they just saw their guards get shot down on the camera, or they could at least see the bodies. Yeah. Really? Well, that's just really, really annoying. Well, the game just got a lot more interesting. We don't need stealth anymore. It's the sunglasses, guys. more to do here. I do like the sneaking around though, that's the problem. Oh well. Next time, don't hit the alarm. Sometimes those guys drop grenades at their feet, which is just annoying. Nothing in there. Right, we've been down here, so it must be. We came out. So what's down here? This guy. Must be down to the main room then. There's clubs. Great, they're the most useless guys ever. Where are we? Really? You're a good shot for a guard. The entire room just woke up. I may have just killed Alan Cumming. Oh, where do you come from? Being way too careless here, not checking the corners of the room. Well, there's plenty of ammo down here. I've got body armor, so I'm pretty well insured against death right now. Whoops! That was supposed to be for your brain, not your hat! I just rolled through a solid object. That's amazing. Hello? The Goldeneye key. How do we do this now? Need the key copier. I think it is key analyzer. That's the one. Cool. Now camera. Objectives, let's get out. And we leave. Yes. Well, that was a little bit more challenging there. Mainly because I cocked it up. Not bad. So we're now on to the silo. I do like how this kind of lays a backstory as well to the Goldeneye story. There's no point in playing stealthy here, so we're going to get in a massive firefight either way. Grab a KF7 and go for it. KF7. AK-74, that's what it is. Let's call it what it is. Hey boys! Keycard and some circuit boards. So we've got just photograph the satellite and not shoot the scientists. So we've actually got to do here. So let's blaze our way through. missile there. I believe using Oromov's briefcase, you can launch these missiles. I seem to remember that's a thing that you can do. So tempted to fire the barrels. Oh, doesn't mean they won't. Well, you just ran him a gunfire there, so that's where you got shot. Right. Was betting that these scientists' favourite game to play in their downtime is Lemmings. There. Up there. You guys don't have what I need. It's a key card. I think one of you does, in fact. There. Fire's coming from behind me in there. Crotch shots! Crotch shots for everyone! Am I being followed? There's the Goldeneye satellite. Hey boys! Let's drop it in. Right. Let's get a photograph of that. Plastique. Why have I got plastique? Yep. Jonathan Frakes, no! Look at how many of these faces on the guards here, actually, the guys who developed the game. There goes Oromov. For that one. I do believe that in the harder difficulties you need to actually kill Oromov to get his briefcase. I think this is where you need the plastic to destroy these consoles. Good to go. Yep. Okay. Ah, there's a 3-minute target there. Okay, so that means we can get a cheat on that one. I forget which one it is now. But if we do that one again within 3 minutes, we get a cheat. Good to know. So we got the frit. Rescue hostages and plant the tracking bug on the helicopter. Get up the stairs. Okay. Helicopter. Let's get our tracking bug. Hello. Oh dear. That's not good. I forgot they actually kill him. That is not good. Come here. I might have to restart this one. I forgot that they quite quickly kill the hostages. Alright. I failed the mission yet. No, I haven't failed it yet. But I can still pass the mission. It's not very timely. I've got a Phantom, which is a really nice submachine gun off one of these guys. I could use that, but I like using the MP5. Cool. We rescued one hostage. For a frigate, there's not many crew. The enemies block the shots. Stick with the dual MP5s. Now we're talking. Cool. Well, we managed to get. Managed to get all of the objectives so far. Alright, cool. That's not bad. How do we get out of here? In the hangar for the helicopter. Hello again. And there we are. Get back to the bow. Oops, that was probably me. Sorry. Note to self, come in the other way next time. What's this? Why are you shooting me? Oh yeah, that's always good. Right. Why is there... Is that plastic? I probably shouldn't shoot that. Right. It's that. We can't go out of there. I think back to the boat, actually, if I'm honest with you. I cannot think of anything else we need to do. Where do we park? Sorry. There you go. There's the boat. I do believe we're done here. So it says, yes, we are. Nice. On to the second part of 7-Ire. So break communications, link to the bunker, and gain entry to the bunker. Okay, cool. Okay, so here we are with the second mission to the 7-Ire surface. So, being it's our second visit here, it's probably going to be a little bit more challenging. So we have our PPK, and we have one mine. So we need to use these fairly carefully. Right. Around with clubs. Die. I'm not too worried about clubs, personally. They're not the most powerful guns in the game, by a long shot. They've got an impressive rate of fire. I mean, they're not bad in the earlier stages of the game. If you have nothing else, you know, they are a weapon that can fire. But it would be my first choice. Right. These are empty. Yeah, these first two haven't got anything for us. In one of these huts, there's a key we have to get. I know that. Ah, hello. Company. They ain't carrying flowers. Oh yeah. That takes care of them. Right. That's that tower over there. That's still not used in this mission. I think it's one of these two. There's one over there, and there's one over here. Let's try this one first. Oh, hang on, this is it. Must be. Nope. Must be the other one. They're not exactly labelled, so you have to kind of go by your gut a bit. There's one here. Aha! You've got a security camera, so I think you are the one we need. She hit me. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? Right. I'm gonna switch to the AK-74 here. Can't see the other one. Let's get indoors. Ah, hello. That's our comms room key and some body armor. And we have company. I think a 3-round burst in the face with one of these can't fix. Right, we can now get in the tower. Which I believe is this way. Or are we going the wrong way? No, we're going the wrong way. We're being followed. Using one of these is going to get all sorts of attention on us. So there's the dish. Only 18 rounds left of this thing, so let's use them wisely. Hello. Excuse me, sir. Can I have your bullets? Thank you. Right, here we go, entering the tower. Now, if I remember correctly, there is a... Yeah, there it is. There's a security camera, which you want to take out. Good lord! That was a terrible aim. Either way, we didn't get spotted. Now, I believe we destroyed this lock, so let's destroy the table. There you go. That's how we do that. All we've got to do now is get to the bunker entrance. So, that's... Oh! No time to think. I'm being shot. From somewhere. Hello! Making a little party down here. I think it's this way. There's a helicopter parked outside, so we'll hear it before we see it. I can hear a chopper. Let's get to it. Right, now, there's our mine. That's going to blow in 5 seconds. Let's get a bit of distance. There goes the chopper. There you go. I was going to say. I believe that's the mission. I broke the communications link to the bunker. I had the objective A. Oh dear. Might have to do this one again. However, I believe that's going to have to be the end of today's video. So at a rather disappointing cliffhanger, but when I have the time to get back to Goldeneye, we will continue with a second playthrough of the second part of the 7-Eye surface, and we'll continue through the rest of the game. Until then, I hope you enjoyed watching. It's been a lot of fun. Fun for me, and hopefully fun for you to follow as I play through it. But in the meantime, this is Captain Matt, shaken, not stirred, and signing off. Thanks again. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.